Okay, guys, so tonight for dinner, I bought these a couple weeks ago. They were on sale for $4.99, which I think is a decent price because it's kind of a half convenience food, I guess, because it's already marinated. And I've had these before. They're really good, actually. And you bake them at 425 for 30 to 40 minutes. I always do 40. And they don't come out dry. I guess because they're brined and marinated or whatever, they're never, ever, ever dry. So I'm going to pop these in a glass dish in the oven at 425 for 40 minutes. And I just looked around in my fridge and I have this really sad looking zucchini because I used it on the mandolin because I did some zucchini ribbons in my eggs the other day. And I have some onions that have seen better days. I have some carrots that have been in my fridge since, I don't know, maybe a week after Thanksgiving. They need to get used up. And I have some potatoes left over from a week ago that have been sitting in the fridge in water, because if you cut a potato and you leave it like that, it'll turn brown. But if you put it in water and pop it in the fridge, they'll last forever like this. So I think I'm just going to take all these vegetables and just chop them up and sprinkle them around the pork loin in the pan. And we'll have pork loin and roasted vegetables. And I think it's going to be good. Okay, guys, I have never had these Applewood smoked pork tenderloins before, but let me tell you, I just took these out of the package and they smell heavenly. So I looked at the ingredients because the smell is reminding me of Spanish chorizo sausage. Amazing, which is like one of the most delicious things you can eat. And it smells like that. So I'm like, I'm looking forward to eating this so much. So I looked at the ingredients just to see, and it says it has tomato powder, apple juice powder, garlic, brown sugar, just a whole bunch of stuff. But it smells like it has like a ton of paprika, smoked paprika or something. It just smells amazing. So let's see how they turn out. But anyway, I'm gonna cut up the vegetables and get them in there. So I'm just gonna cut the potatoes in smaller pieces because I want them to be tender. And I'm hoping that everything turns out. The only thing that probably won't turn out will be the zucchini. It'll probably be mush. So I am going to leave the zucchini out until there's like maybe 15 minutes left on the timer. And then I'll throw them in. But the potatoes take a while to cook. And so do the carrots. So the potatoes take the longest. I'm going to cut them smaller, actually, to make sure that the smaller you cut them, right, the faster they cook. Theoretically, that makes sense to me. So hopefully, yes. And I'm not even going to season them because I really think that with how amazing that pork tenderloin smells, that the juices from the pork tenderloin as it roasts are going to make these potatoes amazing. So I have the potatoes, and I'm just going to sprinkle them around the meat. And in between, scoochy that guy over there. Get some more of these potatoes. I think this is going to be delicious. And no, I've never done it like this before, but we're going to give it a try. And I actually sprayed the pan with some olive oil because the last time I made teriyaki tenderloin in the pan, it was a pain to scrub, and I have no parchment paper left. All that holiday baking, I went through 3 rolls of parchment paper, believe it or not. Okay, you know what? I'm going to cut the onion, and I'm going to roast the carrots separate. I'm going to put some thyme on the carrots. So I'm going to put this aside, and I'm going to chop up some onion and get that in there, and then get it in the oven cooking. And I'm going to roast the carrots in a little separate dish. And I'm just going to cut the onion in 4 and sprinkle it around the pan, just like that. And I'm going to do one more because, I mean, roasted onion, delicious. My favorite way to have onion is on the grill in the summer. You take big slices of onion and spritz them with a little olive oil, salt and pepper, and throw them on the grill and get them a little charred. Now that is delicious. Okay, I'm going to sprinkle this all around the pork loin. Just like that. Tuck some onion in between. Just like this. You know what? I probably could put these in the crock pot and just let them cook all day while I'm at work. And it would have been done for me. But that's okay. I just thought of it now. Okay, so I am going to put this in the oven now, uncovered, just like this, at 425 for 40 minutes. And while this starts cooking, I'm going to get my carrots ready and this sad zucchini, and I'll get those in there, maybe in this dish. Is this oven safe? No, it's not. Okay, I'm going to find another dish. I'll be back. Okay, so I have my oven safe dish, and I'm literally just going to throw my carrots in there like this. I could probably roast them on a baking sheet too, but I don't have room in the oven for both pans. So I'm just going to do this little dish, put some olive oil, put some garlic powder. I am going to do some salt. Oops, too much. And I am going to do some black pepper. Like that. And I am going to do some thyme. You can get it open. Geez, this is hard to open. There we go. Okay, and a little bit of thyme. Who doesn't love a little bit of thyme? Okay. And I'm going to take my spoon, and I'm going to give them a nice mix. Okay. So I am going to pop these in the oven. And you know what? I'm just going to cut the zucchini in big chunks and put it right on top. And even if it gets a little charred, that's okay. I think it's going to be fine. Just going to spritz it a little bit. All right. Done. Okay, so I'm going to pop this in the oven also. Okay, guys, so there is 11 minutes left on the pork loin and the vegetables in the oven. And I always need something with acid, something cold, something refreshing, something crunchy, something vinegary, basically. So I don't have any salad. I have this piece of cucumber, half an onion in this bag from yesterday. And I have 3 fairly old little baby Macintosh apples. I bought these around Thanksgiving. So yeah, I'm going to make an apple, cucumber, onion salad. And maybe that's weird to some people, but in my head, I'm thinking pork chops and applesauce, pork tenderloin and apple salad. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. You know when you cook in the crock pot, if you cook in the crock pot, everything is like one taste, one texture. Like when you make pot roast with the vegetables in the crock pot, the vegetables, the potatoes, the carrots, the meat, it all tastes the same. And it's all the exact same, like, mushy texture. I don't like that. I love using the crock pot, but I don't like making meals where everything is the same texture. So if I make pork chops in the crock pot, then I have to make vegetables or something else on the side that's not cooked in the crock pot. And tonight, dinner is kind of all the same texture because it's all being cooked together, so it's probably all going to have that flavor. So I need something crunchy, something acidic, something fresh, basically. And to me, you have the sweet apple, the spicy onion, the refreshing cucumber. I think it's going to be delicious. Maybe cucumber and thyme is weird, but that's okay. I'm going to get my apple, my little apple doohickey. Look at that. These have been in there since the week after Thanksgiving, around there, and they're still super juicy and crispy. The peels are tough because I ate one the other day with salad. The peels are tough, so I'm going to peel them. Normally, I leave the peel on the apple, but not today. This thing is amazing for slicing up small apples. Big ones, not so much. But small apples, you get perfect even slices. It takes the core right out the middle. And it gets right up to the core, so you're not like wasting any apple. It's perfect. I'm gonna get my little originally, I was going to put grapes in the salad. It was going to be a grape, cucumber, onion salad. And my husband was like, grapes? And I go, yeah, I've put grapes in the salad before. You've eaten it. Whether you realized or not, you ate them. He goes, yeah, but just cucumber and onion? I'm like, all right, let me see if I have anything else. And I had these 3 little apples. So that's what I'm doing. Okay, so I got my little apples peeled, and now I'm just gonna cut them up into bite-sized pieces. Okay. If you have old apples and they're kind of mealy or the skin is tough, a good way to use them up is in salad. Or you can make applesauce if you have a lot of them, but I don't. Okay, so I have cucumber, onion, and apple in there. And now I'm going to put some black pepper, salt. That's good enough. Olive oil. Apple cider vinegar. Give this a good mix. All right. That is my crispy, refreshing, acid side dish. That's what I needed. Let's give it a taste. Make sure it's good. Get some onion. There we go. So we have the cucumber, the onion, and the apple. Delicious. Perfect. All right. Salad is ready. Okay. We have 2 minutes on the pork loin. I'm gonna get the gloves. Okay, so I just took the carrots out. I'm gonna use, let's see, they're sizzling. They smell good. I don't think they're done though. They feel too hard. Oh, the oven's going off. Let me see. Yeah, these are rock hard. These need a lot more time. I assumed 40 minutes would be enough. Oh, some of the ones at the bottom are done actually. Mmm. Mmm. It tastes so good. Okay. I'm gonna give these a stir. The ones at the bottom are done. How weird is that? Some of the ones are done, some are not. So I'm gonna pop this back in the oven for 10 minutes. You know why? Because the pork tenderloin has to rest for 10 minutes before you cut into it. So let me get this back in the oven and get the pork tenderloin out. Okay guys, so this just came out of the oven, and let me tell you, the smell that is coming from this oven is so good. So I'm gonna let this sit for 5 minutes, 5 or 10 minutes. It says 5 to 10 minutes, but I'm gonna let it sit for 5 minutes. The potatoes and onions look good. Let me stab them and see. Yeah, they're good. Oh my God, this worked out so perfect. Oh, the oven's going off. That's the carrots. I put them in for another 10 because they were still hard. But the potatoes, yeah, the potatoes, they're perfect. The onions are perfect. Oh my goodness, it smells so good. See that? Let me taste that potato. Probably tastes amazing. Mmm. That is really good. All right. I'm going to let this sit here for a second while I waited. There's some whole wheat artisan bread here that I sliced up. It was just one roll. So I have my roll. I have my salad. I have the pork loin, the potatoes, and the onions. And the carrots just went off, so I'll get those out in a minute. I'm going to move this over to the stove. Actually, I'm going to move this right over here. And I'm going to put it on the cutting board. All right. So my son is standing here waiting for his pork loin because he wants it in a sandwich. He wants his in a roll. He doesn't like cucumbers, and he's not into roasted carrots and all that. So he wants apple slices and pork loin sandwich. Supposed to be cutting this on a bias, but I kind of lost the angle there. So good. Make my son sandwiches. That is piping hot. All right. Okay. All right. Look how juicy this is. Look at this. So my son ran off. He's eating his pork loin sandwich, and I'm going to slice the rest of this up. And this is the second pork tenderloin, and it's even juicier than the first one. This one was a little thicker than the first one. This is so juicy. All right, so we have the pork tenderloin. Perfect. We have these delicious potatoes. All right. Okay, so this is what we have. We have this amazing apple bourbon roasted pork tenderloin that is so juicy and delicious. We have the whole wheat artisan roll. We have the cucumber, apple, onion, vinegar, olive oil salad. We have the roasted potatoes and onions that I roasted in the pan with the pork loin. Amazing. And, okay. And we have these amazing potatoes and onions cooked in the pan with the pork loin. Okay. Just like that. Okay. And now I'm going to serve up some of the salad. Okay, we got a little bit of salad there. Okay, guys, so there you have it. We have the apple bourbon roasted pork tenderloin. We have the whole wheat bread. We have the red skin potatoes and onions that roasted in the pan with the pork tenderloin. We have the cucumber, apple, onion salad. And we have roasted carrots and zucchini in olive oil, salt, pepper, garlic, and thyme. And that, my friends, is going to be a delicious dinner. Thanks for watching. Bye.